Hi everybody, welcome to Paper Wishes Weekly Webisodes. I'm Lene Gehrig, and today from our friends at Ciao I have this beautiful collection. This is Sparrow Hill. We've got a fantastic creative pad in A4 size and 8x8 papers. We paired it with Gingham No. 2 paper pack for hot off the press. I'll explain why. And we've got beautiful cards like this one to show you. So come back and play with us. So let's take a look at this 8x8. You get one each of 12 double-sided papers. Ciao is an Italian paper company, guys, and they have amazing artwork. And even the cover here is meant to cut apart, so you can use this. And then we've got these fantastic cut aparts. I mean, we just got a whole card topper right here. Add a little greeting, you're good to go. Beautiful. This is what I used on the card I showed you in the opening. I just put that right there, sort of cut that down. Then I cut down this "Every day is a fresh start," and then just foam tape that right there. This collection is so beautiful, okay? It's so beautiful that we wanted to stretch it out because there's so many cutouts to use, and the paper on the back is also beautiful, but we wanted to give you more paper options to go with it so you could get more cards. So I found that the Gingham No. 2 paper pack set, it works beautifully with the colors. It's got all these colors. We've got the gingham in the 2 sizes. We've got the lavender, which I used on the card I just showed you. We've got this teal. We've got a peach. We've got this really nice sort of navy. This gray is used a lot within the collection, and a beautiful pink. So we've paired that because we think that you can get a lot more cards out of this if you add a little bit of an extra pattern on there. So let's look at this one with this beautiful tulips. Details like the little clock and the little birdhouse is gorgeous. Tulips on the back. Beautiful with another clock again. Beautiful area here. I mean, there's just multiple ways to get cards out of this by just taking corners. Taking this area here, cut that into a square. That's a great card topper. Here, I mean, you've got 1 area, 2 areas, 3 areas for cards. So that's what gave me the gingham idea. I'm like, hey, look at this beautiful wreath. Okay, now think outside of the box of, you know, the standard card size, and this would make a beautiful wall hanging, or like if you're needing an extra large sort of statement piece or statement card. Welcome to the family, okay? Thinking wedding, beautiful. Even a baby card would be gorgeous. This has got the wood on the back. Look at this with the tiered tray. How cute is this? I have a tiered tray at home. I've never seen a paper pack that has that on that. We've got this little berry collection at the top here. Look at that, it's so sweet. And we've got this nice little sort of olive green on the back. We've got another corner collection, this sweet little bird. Right here we've got this sort of a wreath clock, really beautiful. In the back, this one, card topper here, 1, 2, 3, 4 separate little things for cards. And look at this beautiful gray floral. Okay, now we've got this beautiful berries, and then on the back this green. Now, these don't have any card cutouts with them. And then we've got this one with this beautiful little corner motif, and the wreath. The wreath has a little like clothespin, like coffee cup here hanging. It's so beautiful. All right, so let me show you how I kind of stretched these papers to give you some ideas here. So on this one, as I said, took this element right here, used this right here, cut this little guy out, okay? Just take your little scissors and just cut around him, foam taped that little guy right there. Then this one up here, I cut around that and use that on the inside of the card, all right? Used the little scrap that I had left over from the card front. Or use this as a card focal. Use this for your card front, put a greeting here. So definitely you can stretch these, they're beautiful. All right, let me see what else I've got to show you. All right, yeah. I've got so many cards here to show you. All right, so for this one, you guys, we're going to use a cutting die, which I love. This is the flip-flap card. cutting die from hot off the press, and I'm going to use these 8x8s to make a sweet little card. I just need to find which papers I used here so I can like be clear. Okay, I'm using this one right here, and here we go. So I'm sort of build this card as we go, but I want to show you how to use the flip flap. First of all, the flip flap is a mechanism where you just pull this little tab and it flips open like that. All right, so we're going to use that for our card, but we've got some cutting dies here. So for this one, right here on the front of my card, I use that, right? And then on the inside of my card, I use this little one. It's from the yellow set. Let me find it. So many, here we go. I used this one, and I thought when I was looking at it, that shape would fit perfectly, right like that, right? So that one, don't worry, I'm going to show you how to put this die together. That one goes right there. And then for the background, we've got this one right here, and I used that green. First of all, I used this one here, and then we've got this beautiful green right here. Okay, and that's the back on this one. All right, so we're going to put these aside while I'm going to show you how to use this die, and then we're going to finish putting that card together. So, hold tight. All right, so on the back of this, we always like to give instructions. So they're both visual and then they're written here. And this, the first time I used this, I was like, this is a little tricky. It's not. It's really, really not. That's why I wanted to take the time, though, to show you how to put these steps together, okay, because there is a little mechanism. So the first thing you're going to do, I showed you how I cut this main piece right here from the green, and then you're going to need this tag shape right here, and it's got some score lines on that right here, and I've already gone ahead. Extra sticky tape is a really good idea with this one. So what you're going to do is you're going to take this, you're going to make sure that this little cut open piece right here, see, it's not directly in the center, it's a little bit towards the left. You want to make sure it's right over here. This is all right here. I'm going to just go along in the directions. And you're going to slide that tag in. And I've already folded what I've got going on here. And then I'm going to take my extra sticky tape and I'm going to remove that little piece right there, that backing rather. All right. Now, this is the key part. This is the part that always used to give me trouble. This part of the tag, you have to move this right over so it sticks out about 1/2 inch, okay? And that's where we are right here on our instructions visually. All right, and then we're going to take this part and we're going to stick it right there, okay? All right, now we've got this part right here. It's going to work like this. This part right here, we're going to remove some of the sticky stuff. So the first thing is we're going to remove this piece right here. And I need to put another piece of sticky tape down because we want to carry this, we want to cover this whole little area right here. But I could only put down one piece of sticky tape at a time. All right, and we want to make sure we burnish that really well. All right, now we're ready. All right, now we need to find my little topper piece. Here we go. And then I just cut this out of gray cardstock. And we're going to take this little piece right here, and then we're going to take this little piece. Oh, you know what? Where's my pokey tool? I'm going to go ahead and take these pieces off. I was starting to go out of order. It all works the same, but I want to make sure I'm following the directions for you guys. All right, now we're going to take, this was my little yellow piece. This is the smallest piece. That's going to go right here. And there's a fold right here. It's going to go to the right of that fold. Okay, now we still got this piece right here that's sticky. Now we're going to take our gray piece and we're going to put that right there. And I just like to make sure that it's centered on here so that it looks nice. All right, so now you would take this piece and you would place this on your card background, but you would want to put extra sticky tape here or here, glue too. You just want to keep this tag free of anything so that it's not getting caught up. And I'm going to show you that in a minute. And then when you pull that, see, isn't that cool? Okay, so now that you know how to make that part, that's exactly what I've done here. Right? And I've added Happy Anniversary Dazzle stickers, and that is right here, and they come in all these beautiful finishes, you guys. I use the gold. And then on the inside, where it says Sweet Spring, I just added a little love. That is from Tiny Words and Phrases Dazzle stickers. I use the gold again, and there's all these little hearts on here. I added those around the little bouquet. So we're going to turn that over where I've got more extra sticky tape. And remember how I told you we want to keep this part, the tag, free of any adhesive. You could use glue too at the top and bottom. All right, and then we're just going to stick that to our card front. We want to make sure that that's centered. All right, and when you pull this, look at that. We love that. And then just to add another little touch of wonderful, we've got diamond sparkles. These are gemstone roll, and this is glamorous green. Comes with this big long roll, you guys. And I've already cut some right here. Now, all 4 of these sort of ombre pearls, they are on adhesive, on a strip of adhesive. You can take your little scissors and you can cut down this and divide them up. If you want to, just use one row at a time. But I want to go for like the whole deal. And we're just going to put ours right here. But I do need to trim a little bit off. Oops. There we go. And we're going to put this along the bottom edge. That piece that I cut decided to go rogue on me. All right, and we're going to put that just along the border. We don't want it to interfere with our little flip-flop thing. Just like that. How cute. And then the pieces that I cut off that I didn't end up using, oh man, where did they go? Okay, well, those little pieces that I cut off, we can actually take some of those and we can just take our little glue bottle. We can add some individually here. And these just peel off the adhesive back. And we could just glue those. So I love that these rolls, you can use them really in 3 different ways. You can use the whole thing, you can cut them into strips, or you can just peel them off and use a few of them individually. And these guys, you guys, these come in lots and lots of colors. So I'm going to link these down below the video. If you're watching us on our Paper Wishes webisode page, all of these items are listed down below, so you can see what we used and add them directly to your cart. I want to revisit this one just for a second too. Oh, here they are. I'll save those for later. So these are grape little crystals, and I meant to add something to that as well. How cute are these? This little applicator bottle is just perfect to use. And I'm just kind of There really isn't a lot of rhyme or reason to where I'm adding these. Now I hope I can find my glue. And I just like to add these little dots of sparkle among the foliage and blossoms. I think it just draws more attention to certain areas. Right, we could even put one like on that sweet little tag. And how cute to add some right here. And these also come in just so many colors, like every color of the rainbow. And these are a nice little tool to add to your little stash of crafty things, because I think you can use them in so many ways. Go. And then when I'm done with this, I always like to put the little needle back in. That's going to help it from getting clogged. This is just filled with Cosmic Shimmer Specialist Acrylic Glue. You can buy these at Paper Wishes and they're just empty. So you can put your favorite adhesive in. Look at that. Doesn't that just add something, right? And even adding the pearls here, something extra. All right, so we're going to move on, you guys, to, this is what's called the Creative Pad. And once again, even the cover is like divided up into parts for cards. So this is A4, and here in America that would be about 8 1/4 inch by 11 3/4 of an inch. And look at that. We've got all these beautiful little cutouts. We've got an area right here. Now, what I've noticed from this is that the cutouts are really the star of the show on this collection. You've got one each of 8 double-sided papers, and then this one is the cover, okay? And where the pattern paper is also really beautiful, I feel like if you're using the patterned paper to cover your cards, you're gonna lose a lot of these card toppers and these cutouts. So that's why we brought in the gingham #2 paper pack, because it works so beautifully with this collection. It has the same color scheme in it, and you're just gonna be able to make so many cards, all right? So out of this, you know, if you use this beautiful paper on the back, which one of these gorgeous guys are you gonna lose, right? So I just wanted to give you options and let you know how beautiful these are. Look, it even has little buttons, and then we've got gray here. I mean, look at the circles, you guys, how gorgeous. And then this whole sheet of cutouts, this beautiful green leaves. And then we've got our card toppers right here, just ready to go. So many cards for potential here. It's amazing. Look at the little bird's nest though, right? And then we've got all these cutouts for greetings and things, so pretty. On the back's a stripe. And then here, more cutouts with the like birdhouse fronts, all the tags. So let me show you here what I did. For this one, I should mention my cards are all 5 by 6.5 inches. And for this one, I took 2 of the ginghams from the gingham #2 paper pack. I did the large pink and then the small gray. I added some sweet little fancy border dazzle stickers right here in this white lace. See this or not? See those on there? And I added one to the top and one to the bottom. And then I took the circle cutout here, you guys, which I just love. Here we go. This one right here. I just placed that one right here. I did ink the edges of just about everything on here with our little ink applicator and just some black ink, and just made it really light on there because this is very gray. There's a lot of gray tones in this. So I inked the edge of that circle. I foam taped this sweet little guy right here, and then just one of the little cutouts, and then 2 layers of pink ribbon. I held 2 strands together and made sort of a double bow and glued that on there. This was such a quick and easy card to put together, you guys. Now let me show you another one where I did use some of the background papers here. And I just want to show you like how many elements that we can put how we can use these. All right, here we go. So the first thing I did was I took a 5 by 6.5 inch card and I used my scoreboard right here. All right, and open that up and I scored at 2.5 inches. So this is 5 inches wide. So halfway is 2.5 inches. And then I just folded that back. Now we have sort of a Z fold right there, right? And then I took that and I covered the inside with some of the beautiful paper that's on the back of one of these. So I did want to show you, you can use it. Which one is that one right there? And then I took some of the peach kind of coral color from the Gingham No. 2 paper pack, and I just did panels right there on each side. All right, so there we go. Then I wanted to make another panel. Okay, so this card, this is just white cardstock, and this is cut to 5 3/4 inch by 4 5/8 of an inch. All right, so then I went back and took my scoreboard, put that right there. So it's 4 5/8 of an inch, and I wanted to score it so it had a 1/2 inch wide little flap there. Okay, and I'm going to glue that like that. Okay, but before I do, we're going to go ahead and glue some things on there, make that a little easier. So here is one of those beautiful card toppers, you guys. It's going to go ahead and put that right there. That's going to be the card front, which I think is so beautiful with, I believe these are dahlias. Now we're going to put some paper on the back too. I think I'm going to use the large size of this gingham. And I'm going to put a little bit of that black ink on there. And if you do it lightly enough, it's going to look gray. So when you open the card, you're going to see this lovely piece right here. All right, now we're going to put some glue right there. Okay, just see how I just put that on the back? I just slid that right there. When you close that, I'm going to burnish that. Okay, so when you close it and when you open that up, isn't that going to be pretty? Now we get to decorate it. All right, so we've got all these little cutout pieces. I loved this piece right here. Okay, all of these come from the A4 Creative Pad, okay? The larger of the two that I showed you today. We're going to put that one right there. And I see a little piece that did not get cut. There we go. So I want to place this so that we get to see that floral bit right there, a little bit. All right, you following me? And then this little bit, I want to put that on the inside so that you have a little place to write something. It's always nice. Sometimes we get carried away with the patterned paper and then we don't really have a place to write on our cards. So that's going to go right there. Move that over a little bit. So you see when you close your card, that's going to be revealed. Now we need something special to go on this side. And I love this little tea time. So cute. It's going to go with a little teacup on the front there. And that's going to fit just kind of right there. Paper. So cute. Right. And then we've got this panel over here. We could leave it just as is, but I like the idea of, this is one of the little tags. What if we put a tag there? just like that. And then one of those little square cutouts, and I put a little foam tape behind it. What if we layered some pieces? Just like that. All right, now I've got some of these little buttons and things. And I really love the button that's there. So what if we just kind of close that up? I've got a little cutout that says Bliss, a little foam tape on that. And I think I'm going to add little buttons right here and right here. The Bliss is going to kind of go right on top of those so that they're kind of peeking out. It says Bless. I've been calling it Bliss. Read, Lene. All right, and then this one can go right up here. And I've got the gingham ribbon set, which I think I forgot to grab. Our gingham ribbon set, which I'll link down below, you guys, goes really, really well with this collection. And I love this green, this bright, springy green. Little bow right there. Hold on to that just for a sec. Okay, so look at that. What a presentation that's gonna make for a friend when they open that up. And how easy is that, you guys? It's just a Z-fold card right here with a little extra panel that's just glued right there. That's not hard. I love the things that look kind of like, wow. And once again, that's not hard either. Look how cool that is. And I love that there's a little ribbon there, so it just shows them that they need to pull that. So you guys, this was such a fun collection to work with. I hope you could tell that I had fun. Definitely check out that money saver. It's on the right-hand side of our screen. If you're watching us on YouTube, look below the video in the description box, and you're going to see a link that'll take you to this Paper Wishes webisode page. And as long as you're there, hey, subscribe. We do 4 to 5 videos a week, and I'd hate for you to miss anything. And a thumbs up is super appreciated, you guys. It helps people find our channel. Thanks for joining me today, you guys, and I'll see you next time.